King 5 suited in there, so it's a really, really weird spot here for Jamie, the way this hand's played, and rips it for 3.3, getting 3-1 on the call here with our Queen 9, but like what's...
So you're more or less saying he should be calling this, because there's no King X out there?
Well, there shouldn't be. Like, from a theory perspective, Tower, there shouldn't be. Other than King 9 suited, which we got removal to, only 2 combos left with the 9 of spades. From a theory perspective, yes. But from a hand with Vinny in perspective, yeah, he can probably have more King X than anyone in this spot. That's the crazy thing about it. It might even float like his King 7 suited, King 6 suited, King 8 suited with backdoor diamonds. But then the other thing we need to take into account is Vinny then going to shove these one pair holdings for value on the river? And... He's called. He's made the call.
Vinny's in front, ladies and gentlemen.
Vinny's in front. He's £600 up. He's laughing. He's doing cartwheels. He's £600 in the green. Vinny finds the donk value shove with the King 10. Wow, we said stay tuned, guys. I wasn't expecting that, but what?
Wow.
Another hand we've seen there. Over 1,000 big blinds in the middle.
Vinny is out of it.
He's out of the hole. He's found that ladder. He's climbed out of it. And fair play to the man. He's got max there, because Jamie's going to snap check back that 9 on the river, and Vinny just not having it. Comes in for the lead jam. And it gets called by worse. What a hand again. What a stream this has been.
So we've got new players. Is that Tom Hudson there?
No, Kieran coming in.
Bit of a doppelganger there.
He is a little bit. For the online manager, Mr. Tom Hudson.
Deborah's called now, and Richard... Which Richard is it? Do we know which Richard it is? Hearts and Hearts fighting off again. 3 times. A lot of hearts being dealt out, Tal, but not many on the flop. I didn't well, he hit the straight flushing hearts, didn't he?
Yeah. Kieran Davey comes to our table. Richard Griffiths in C1.
Richard Griffiths? I don't think I know him. Oh, look, what the
10,
hell?
9, 3,
Tower,
all hearts.
3 of them have flopped hearts.
They've all flopped.
Queen High, King High, Ace High.
Wow.
This is going to be carnage. Oh my gosh.
There's nearly every out on the board. The Jack of
Have you
Hearts
seen
is
this?
out for Richard.
This could be a 3-way all-in, Tower, if it's played fast by any of them. This is absolutely ridiculous. When Kieran gets all this action, he'll have to check his cards back, see if he's bloody actually got the Ace of Hearts, Tower, and not the Ace of Diamonds. So Richard's just called. Oh, Richard's called just with a Jack, with a King, with a Jack.
Yeah, he's got the redraw to the straight flush, he thinks.
Blow me neck. So what's going to happen now? KK's going to squeeze it up. He's just called as well. Now what's Peter going to do?
Yeah, Kieran's got the nuts. I don't mind.
No, KK just flattered with his Queen High flush.
Oh yes,
and now
Kieran's
it's on
got the
Peter
nuts.
with the King High flush. He's going to raise here. Here we go. So he's going to raise.
Oh man.
Kieran's going to probably just flat call, or jam it, or just put it in, thinking he's never going to get a fold, which he won't.
Raised to 5k from Peter.
Kieran's getting a bit. Look at him. He's playing. He's giving it the old Hollywood, isn't he? He's got the stone cold nuts, and he's like, oh, what's going on here? What the blinking hell's going on?
Does he call?
I think I don't know, Tower.
Or does he think he's up against the set?
I just don't think he's. Well,
he's all in.
Yeah.
He's all in.
Now what's KK going to do with his Queen High? He's going to have to move all in, surely.
Yeah.
There's hands that Kieran could have aces with the Ace of Hearts here. Yep.
This would be an amazing fold.
And Peter's going to be absolutely sick.
Peter, what you done?
Peter's absolutely sick.
Peter raised it up with
he's going to have to put it in. And just hope it's a set against the ace with a heart, I guess, or 6-7 of hearts, for example, or 7-8 of hearts. These are hands that are possible as well in Peter's eyes. It doesn't have to be against the nut flush here. This is just the most brutal setup I've ever seen. And he's in. And they're both drawing dead, aren't they? Wow. This is just dead. They're both dead.
Wow.
They're just dead.
Look
See you later.
at Debs.
It's just ridiculous. They're dead, aren't they? There's no runners, is there?
No runners. Because the Jack of Hearts has been folded for the Queen.
What a life.
Wow.
This is Kieran's first hand, and what a hand.
He's on 60,000. Sits down, one hand, flops the nuts.
Gets action from the
and
second
trebles
nuts
up.
and the third nuts, and trebles up.
Oh my days. So good to see Carl back at the tables, one of the Thanet boys. Ryan Spittle raises to 8. Harry with the pocket 5s. Who's going to make the call? Jess could feasibly come in with the old Jack 8. Yes, she does. Which will bring in the small big blind.
Yeah, Simon not folding this one. Suited King getting this price. Closing the action in. It goes 4-way to the flop.
Yep.
Ryan with the betting lead.
Oh, we flop a set.
Yeah, and Ryan's flopped the straight flush draw tower, so this is action time. Ryan with the 8-6 of diamonds on an ace high board. Great flop for us once opening in the cut-off. Not only have we flopped the straight flush draw in terms of range, going to be better for us. And Harry here with his set of 5s, like it. Just going to flatten position. Don't want to set off any alarm bells. If Ryan's got a hand like ace king, ace queen, we've got that drawing dead to runners.
Quadzillas, baby! Quadzilla, baby! Woo woo! Am I getting the chips off Ryan? Woo woo! Oh, I look down again. Yep, there are definitely 2 5s here. Now there's 2 5s on the board.
So Ryan firing
That's 4
again.
5s.
Maybe just trying to fold out some weak ace X, some suited ace X that Harry can have here. As well as that 9X is going to have a hard time calling a double barrel, and obviously Harry flattening position. Going to try and get the max on the river with
So
a
there's
shove.
1 out.
7 of diamonds is straight flush.
Oh, he thought he got it, done it! No! What's this dealer done?
Where's the bad beat jackpot in the tournament? No way!
£245,000.
That is incredible. I've never seen this tower on stream. Quads over straight flush. This is a setup of all setups.
Oh!
No
Oh,
way.
Harry can't wait to turn him over!
No way. Quads
Oh
V
my
straight
God!
flush.
Look at the table!
Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. That we'll never see that again.
Ludo says I never take pictures at poker table. I'm taking a picture.
We will never see that again on stream. To get that hand here on stream. Look at the cameras, they're all out.
Oh my God.
Quads over straight flush on stream.
Somebody go and get Jim. Ask him if they have a bad beat jackpot for
Imagine, imagine that on the
GUK.
imagine that on the cash table.
Oh,
that is gonna be
wow.
wow.
Right, that's the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Oh my days.
Wow, wow, wow. Just speechless. How does that even happen?
Hurricane he says, get me a pint. Oh my days. Wow.
I just can't believe it.
Wowzers.
Oh, stuff we live for on stream. It's something we'll probably never ever see again. Over the years, the chances of that happen are astronomical, and to actually get it on our featured table. How'd you go out? Oh yeah, had quads. No good. And if there's a story to tell, that is a story for the ages.
I don't even mind listening to that one. So we can chat to you, we can talk to you, we can answer any question you want. You just can't see us.
That's a good thing.
You just can't see us. John Lowe, when is the Reading schedule being announced? Reading has been moved. We will get confirmation of Jim, but Reading has been moved from the end of April. It's not at the end of April anymore because I think it was something to do with the Easter weekend. It has been moved. Reading is now going to be in July. We will get the details this week.
Well, we got
What's happening here?
320 straddle on here.
I'm working that day.
Sure. Yeah, I don't want to spill anything on it.
Here we go, 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 here we go. Welcome back to the next session, ladies and gentlemen.
Can't believe Jack pulled the trigger there, Tower. That was insane.
Yep.
What a move, though. You got to credit the heart, to be fair.
That was the last hand before the break, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. You haven't missed anything. You're not missed out. Any big winners on the FT? Brandon Shields is pretty decorated.
Yeah, Brandon's got
Tai Huang as well.
a decent resume.
No, not yet. I'm happy to have it cold. Thank you.
So Brandon Shields nearly up to $1 million in live earnings. Biggest score coming at Nottingham 5 years ago, scooping that one for £180,000.
Invest them well. Put it to the new car fund.
Boxing started.
Is it?
Brad says going to watch the Jake Paul versus Tyson Fury fight.
Great.
Tommy Fury, sorry.
That'd be interesting, Jake Paul and Tyson Fury, let me tell you. I'd have paid to watch that myself.
So Brandon just setting Gary in here, and Gary makes the call with the King 9 of Hearts.
There's 1.1 mil and 13 bigs.
He's got the phone out.
What's that, an extra 2%? Oh, he's videoing his exit. Or is he videoing his double? Ooh!
Well, that's an interesting flop.
Yeah, he's behind on the flop, but
Heart or a king?
a heart or a king needed to double. Yeah! Oh!
Yeah!
Well, the 10 means the king's out of play.
So is the 6 of Hearts.
6 of hearts.
You need a heart, that's not a 6.
And it's a 6 of spades, so both for Brandon.
Well done, Gary.
Fortunate for Gary. And bounty for Brandon. And we are down to 7 players.
Down to Shibi. Well done, sir. First hand. First hand back. Well played, that man.
Yeah, we did move over because he was in the seat.
Interestingly, Brad, how much have you paid for the pay-per-view? I didn't actually know what it was.
King 9 now for Brandon on the button. Opens. Not defending with the Queen 9 in the big. Off with a flop.
Here's 10-8, 2 downs.
I expect one. We're going to see Brandon continue on. 9 of diamonds working in there as well. Do expect to see the C-bet here from Brandon. Not sure what size we're going to go on this board. Think it's meant to be a mix, meant to have some small and big bets. Brandon is going to check it behind though. And it's a Queen of Spades on the turn, so Mark finding the Queen on the turn, jumps into the lead. Brandon turning gut shot here.
Yep.
Not going 175 into 400. So 45% from Mark. I'm not sure here, Tower. I think fold's fine.
Yep.
Maybe calling is fine. Bluffing diamond rivers perhaps. I think this could be either or. Brandon could just let this go, or may take one off with position with gut shot, getting over 3-1 on a call, and potential to bluff on some runouts. We'll scratch that. The third option now going to raise with the King 9. It's actually a really nice candidate to do it with now I'm thinking about it. King Jack removal from Jack 9, that we're blocking both straights here. So less likely that Mark has turned a straight here on this Queen turn. So Brandon just going after it. As well as that, like, Brandon will be good enough to have some checkbacks with some ace-x. Queen 10 could definitely be in there for Brandon as well for value. Might start checking back some sets versus big blind range. King of Spades, 9 of diamonds. Can definitely get behind this one. This is the last option I thought he'd pick, but with two relevant blockers to both straights and probably a stronger range, does go for the raise, and well played at Brandon.
Fantastic, well played, Brandon.
Very nice indeed. Pot that I don't think I would have been winning, Tower. Plays well.
Seven players left. 7. So blinds 40,000, 80,000. 7 players left in the mystery bounty. No huge bounties left. Should have found out what was left. That wasn't my job. I should have said it. Forgot. Damn. Brandon playing ever so well.
Yeah, effective button here, so expect him to open the 7-4 suited. And 165 just north of a min click. Well, 6-7 suited. Got a lovely little defend candidate here, so just expect to see call.
Playing well, Powell. Suited connectors. Just calls. So we see a flop. Brandon and Powell in 7. And a meter 7. Ace King 7, but all hearts.
Yeah, and a board that Brandon could definitely find the one big blind bet here, Tower. Just make it 80k,
Yeah.
min bet. As I always say, these mono boards are the boards that we are going to have smaller sizes on. And like even just folding out, let's say, Tower, like a 6-5 off with the 5 of hearts, that's a win for us, Brandon, not letting that bare heart realise equity. But he's going to check behind. I guess the 5 of hearts on the turn. I guess the big blind is supposed to have a lot more flushes here, but I guess Brandon can have just as many with the chip lead, how wide he should be opening on the button, well, effective button. 5 of hearts turn. Check behind again. Is that the 9 of hearts?
The 5th heart. They're going to chop it if he goes check, check. Try and nick it now, his power. No, goes check, check. Got none of that. No, me neither. Chop it up. Everybody loves a chop part.
I'm guessing Tommy Fury's only got this fight because of his brother. Because like,
I have no idea how it came about. I thought Jake Paul.
because I know Jake Paul's massive, and I've never heard of Tommy Fury, but obviously he's a relation of Tyson Fury, so I'm guessing it's just a guess. I could be
I
wrong.
don't know. Wasn't Tommy Fury on Love Island?
Yeah, do these days.
You must know that. Tommy Fury was on Love Island. You'll have watched every episode.
Yeah, for the last 2 years, but don't tell people that.
You run home to go watch it. Put it on pause at the break. See you at the next break. Just a pitch at room.
Catch up on Love Island.
Brandon with the jacks. Mark gets out of the way with the 6-5 on the button. There's king for Lawrence, so we're going to have a bit of action here.
Yeah, this is the print shove tower. It's just an easy shove for us. We've just seen Brandon open 7-4 suited.
They're in.
So we're going to move in with the ace king, and he's going to be getting action because Brandon has to call this one off. For 17 big blinds from Lawrence here. And there is the call. And a quick fold from Powell with the fours. And it's a classic race. And Brandon, if he wins this, going to be up to 5.1 million.
Yeah.
Which would be
a big favourite to take it
of
down.
the chips in play. How well are we flipping? Huge flip. Well, there's the ace.
It doesn't matter what pocket pair you've got against ace anything today. It aces it the flop every single time.
You can still find a jack or a 4 would chop this up. It looks like Lawrence is set for a big double.
Yep, huge double.
And now Lawrence, top of the shop. And Brandon playing very well, chipping up nicely, but sometimes you just got to win these flips.
Yeah. So Brandon could have been well on his way to taking down the title, but ace king against jacks. Jacks losing to Lawrence, and Lawrence still stacking his chips.
Vitali's been very dead this final table. Very bad card distribution. Nothing you can do. Sometimes you've just got to keep folding and hope your spot will come.
20 bigs, ace jack in the cutoff.
Easy open.
Standard open for Mark. Makes it 200.
Jack with ace queen.
Pulls up the ace queen.
Yeah, and this is just an easy shot for Jack. And then I think Mark
has a decision.
I think Mark's more inclined to fold the way Mark plays. But definitely
the triangle's in.
Some players call this off.
The triangle is in. Mark pull. Ace jack of clubs.
Yeah, I think Mark will fold, but I think I'd call this spot tower. I could be burning money, but after seeing Jack 4-bet rip that king jack off, I don't think I'm going to be letting ace jack suited go. But I think Mark will. Mark's a fairly solid player. I think he won't want to put his tournament life at risk here. Tough spot, really tough spot for him nonetheless. Well, he has called. He
has made the call. He sees the spot. He's being pipped. Mark pull at risk, we think. If not, it'd be absolute fumes for either player. Deal the flop, please. Oh, wow. We need running jacks.
Running sevens?
running 7s, running Jack, King 10.
And that is dead on the turn. So Mark Paul going to be out in 7th place.
Well played, Mark.
Mark taking
Good luck, everyone. It says,
£1,950.
well done. Well played, Mr. Mark.
That leaves us with 6 players, guys.
Get on 6.
6 players remaining.
On 6. So we're on 6. Mark Paul eliminated. Well done to Mark. Great effort. Great effort, Mr. Paul.
One 200 left. That's got my name. One 200 there. Three 500s, two 750s. What's it?
And trash once more for Vitali.
The 2K is still in.
Oh, the 2K still
And
there.
then 750s and 500s.
And now Brandon aware that we've got to change strat. Once we're now third in chips, not going to be opening as wide as he was before. That's the A7 go from hijack. Lawrence opens Jack 10, raises to 175 on the button. And Jack going to fold the Queen 10 in the small and tie it. He did come in with the chip lead to this FT, 8-6 off in the big blind. Got Vitali sitting there, really short, 7 big blinds for Vitali, so may not want to get involved versus Lawrence with the 8-6. He's going to make the call.
Eight flop, 8-5-3.
And tie flopping best here. Lawrence with a well-timed check because C-bet would not have been getting through.
5 on the turn.
Yeah, and probably we're going to see Ty leading here fairly often. No. Yeah, Ty has to go for value now after opting to check turn. Thought we might see a lead, but surely has to try and squeeze out some value. Try and get called by ace high specifically.
Just pulled another 750 out. Alright, 750. 750 out.
So 2K 750 at 500s. Evening, gents. Are you boys scheduled up in Scotland in the coming months? We're scheduled to be there in May, which is there. Oh, there we go. The 4th to the 14th of May is where the GKPT is on. So we're scheduled to be there then. I don't know whether to bring the clubs before or after. What do you think? Well, I'm definitely taking the clubs up to Edinburgh in May. But I might actually play the 2550 in Edinburgh in 2 weeks' time. We'll see what happens. But we are scheduled in Edinburgh 4th till the 14th of May. Hope to see you there. King 5, Powell. 2.3 mil. Vitali's only got 430 and 5 big blinds. Can't do anything about it. 5 bigs. Six players left. The 2K is still available. So literally, if you get a bounty, rush to the tombola and try your chances.
Carl Smith played the £30 flip first hand. Not what you want to see. Ace deuce off against 9-9. Flop comes 9-8-3. Rainbow 8 turn 8 river.
Just the quads.
Just the perfect.
Wow.
Nothing like hitting a
Flopping top set. Can't lose.
12. Nothing like a 1250 to one shot, is there?
And then he went on to lose in the next match. I like the flips. They're a great idea. Great idea. £30 flip. Somebody's going to play. In the big one.
I think Vitali. No, he's not going to shove the Queen 7. The sub 5 big blinds and would have run into 8s of Brandon, so it is a very well timed shove fold from Vitali. Would have been out the door.
21,260 up top, 14.8 for second. £2,700 next out. Brad's played 2 flips, no good. And in the 10 seater now, we meet them on the same table. Six left in the mystery bounty.
Jack opening. And just going to be folding round to the big blind. And Powell not defending the 7-3 off, so Jack slightly extends the chip lead.
3.5 mil to Jack, 2.8 Lawrence. Mystery bounty, 6 left. Right on the side, folding. Short stack Vitali with 7s in the goal. 5 bigs. Get them in.
Been patient.
There it is. There's the triangle. Well, 10-9's playable.
Yeah, on the
For a
back.
stack of 390.
A potential bounty hunt. Just sub 5. I think obviously we're in a big blind, we call this off. We still got Lawrence behind us. It's got us slightly covered. Wouldn't be shocked if Powell did flick in a call here.
Yep, indeed he does. King 7 of diamonds, to be fair. Lawrence has got 2.6 mil behind.
Yeah, Lawrence might even go for the bounty hunt as well. There's 2k bounty still out there.
Yep.
Sabria says, Tommy Fury looking very comfortable in the first 3 rounds. Not much coming back from Paul.
Okay. So, we get out of the way with the King 7.
So Lawrence does let it go.
7s against 10-9.
Look at the equities tower.
Yep. 64% for the 10-9. Is that a 7 in the muck?
Yep, 7 in the muck. Lawrence had it in the big. Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, that's pretty clean. Nobody wants to see the Jack of Hearts, do they? Or the King of Hearts.
How about the King of Hearts?
Well,
So, I think it's starting to get a little sweaty here.
Yeah, a 9, a 10, a Hearts.
And it is the Jack of Hearts on the river.
Jack of Hearts.
He called it, Tower, just 1 street too early.
Whoa.
Unfortunate for Vitali, very bad distribution to start this FT. Finally finds a hand and unfortunately couldn't win in a flip situation.
Yeah. Down to 5. Brett Angel won the flip tournament tonight. That's seating to the main, isn't it?
Yeah, the £30.
Brett Angel, we'll see you. We will see you this week.
And down to 5 handed now, guys, so we are going to be on a 30-minute clock. Clock gets reduced. And we are down to 5 players, just simply because they're going to see more hands than what they would full ring.
Yeah, I don't have them. When Frank comes back, I'll send that. Was this gentleman with? Next one. Good to go here.
So 5 players left in the mystery. Raising up to 160 with the ace-5. Morning, Powell's got the 7s.
Just makes the call. Lawrence out there in the small. And over to Jack in the big blind. 9-6 of spades, should be defending this one. Getting just under 7 to 1 on a call. 6.5 to 1. 9-6 suited.
Six, 2, 9, rainbow.
That's what you want.
Top 2 for
There's
Jack.
Yeah, I think out of position. Brandon likely to check this one tower. Although I've been getting a lot of Brandon's decisions. There we go. Got one right.
Powell makes it 200.
Yeah, and Jack. Probably just going to be flat in here. Obviously, can raise. We've got such a strong hand, but like blocking the top pair ourselves. Powell shouldn't have over pairs here. He's going to 3-bet like 10s through aces. So obviously, got to think what we want to get value from.
Makes it 625.
Sometimes nice to keep some bluffs in, like if he's got like a Jack 10, Queen 10, something like that with decent backdoors. We can call and potentially raise turn if met with a second barrel. Just think top 2 pair here. 5-handed, just such a strong hand on a fairly dry board texture, and like the only real straight draw we're going to be worried about is like 7-8 suited, maybe 10-8 suited might be in there. But would have preferred to see flat there from Jack with such a monster.
Would he call the mean click? In the 7s? Probably not.
Probably not. We've got a very bad hand tower to call with. It's not a clean catch because blocking all the bluffs essentially, the 7-8, the 7-5, 10-7, all this kind of stuff that could find its way into the check raise bluff. We got big removal from that, so never good when you are blocking a fair amount of some of the hands your opponent could be bluffing. Yeah, he's playing well. Fearless as well, Scorps.
Yep.
He made a play earlier, which probably in theory is a bit of an ICM pump, but to just stick the chips in when he did, found the 4-bet rip for with King Jack off when there was a couple of shorties and he was middle of the pack, and just sent it in the middle with the King Jack off and got Ty to fold a better hand. Seems like a fearless man, never afraid to put his tournament life at risk, and that can be very difficult to play against. As speaking, the ace-5 suited when Ty did fold it versus the 4-bet rip. Wow, wakes up with it here in the cutoff. Raises to 175 and King 3 off for Ty. Not the most attractive candidate to be defended. Not the best playability, potential to be in a dominated spot. And obviously always going to be out of position on each street. Well.
Unpredictable this table,
No,
Jay.
I prefer this tower. I think I prefer this than a call. I'd probably still just muck, but with the king blocker in there, taking this one and using some aggression and pull out here. If he finds the 4-bet tower, I'll be thoroughly impressed. If he can find a 4-bet here, having Ty covered, knowing that Ty going to have a really tough time calling it off. Never folding. We're not folding a suited ace in position versus this tiny sizing out of position from Ty. He's literally gone 2.5x, so from Powell's perspective, we can never fold here. We're calling it at the very least. Wow, he does fold the ace-5 suited.
Well, there you go.
Like, Ty's not even gone 2.5x 3-bet size there out of position. We're just getting such a good price, and ace-5 suited going to have decent amount of equity no matter what hand Ty has, unless it's aces, which we obviously block. Yeah, Scorp says, does play unconventional at times, as you say, it makes him hard to play against if you don't know him. But shocked to see that from Powell. Ace-5 suited just lets it go, getting an incredible price with position. Such a tiny 3-bet from Ty there.
So 5 players are left. The 2K bounty is still in. Still there.
So part of the deuce X here. Complete from Ty, check from Brandon.
King, queen, 4, 2 hearts.
His first sign of aggression, we're going to take this down.
Yep.
And Ty once he tanks for a good 10 seconds. Probably expect him to lead now. Don't need to go big. It's a 40% and just the fold from Brian. With a 10 douche, not much we can do as Brian, but let that one go.
Colin Porter says another player for the Honda Classic. Have you got money on this one, Colin? Roy Cyphers has been here this today playing this. He usually has all the DraftKings in the golfers and picks 20 players and all that. Says he never loses. Five players left in the Mystery Bounty. 180 runners in the turbo, in the mini to start day 1A.
Threes for Lawrence raises.
Lawrence with the threes. What's happening?
Graphics have gone somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's got. Lawrence is not in the hand. Oh, he is. Yeah. Right, got it back. Got it back.
Yeah, 3-bet tight. Gets the job done there. Amping up the aggression. Saw the 3-bet with the king 3 and with the ace 10.
Rest of the schedule looks like that. Tomorrow, mini day 1B and a main event cash out satellite at 7. Mini day C on the, that's a turbo, and then mini day 2 starting at 5. Main event cash out satellite on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday we start the big one, the £1 million guaranteed tournament here in Coventry, starting at midday in the club.
And blinds going up 50k, 100k. Just a half-hour clock now.
Brandon with the 10-9. Queen 9 flop, Queen 6, 10, 2 spades. On Powell in C5. Delayed check.
Last year it was the very end of day 3. They played on a little bit longer to cash, so they're pretty much on the bubble when it would have been. Just like the start of day 4 and end of day 3.
There's check, check. 2 as clubs. Wouldn't surprise me, another check, check. Check, check. And we'll check it again. Any aggression would have won the pot. Mean and Mangle, C3's jumper looks like a Richmond sausage packet. Why are Richmond sausages so pale?
How is he as a player? Have to, I suppose.
You don't have to. You always get some fun players make it pretty far because there's so many. Yeah, it helps.
Yeah, I'll probably will from playing.
There's Keen for tight. There's the 200. King Queen from Lawrence scores a 150 in the small, which brings in King 4 suited on the big. Nine, 10, Jack. If you've got King Queen, it's not a bad flop. But then you've got Tai Huang in C1 with the nut flush draw.
Yeah, oh my word, Sal. We got potential for a big pot here.
We have.
So I like his decision to actually check this one behind with small blind involved here. Lawrence with the King Queen. So Bruce says, looks like Paul might have this now. Round 7, it's been all in the last 3 rounds.
Okay.
So Lawrence going for 375 on the turn, and Ty just has to play flat here. Lawrence definitely has King Queen in there, 7-8 suited. A lot of 2-pair combinations. I think it's just always going to be flat here from Ty. See a river.
River, all important river.
Definitely looks black, Tower.
It does.
Not paint either.
Sorry we can't see the river at this moment in time. 9 of clubs. So Lawrence. What did he make it? 400?
Got to think about what it looks like Ty has, Tower. And like, he will have a lot of checkbacks with some Jack X on this flop, so although we blocked like the Queen Jack and the King Jack, I think they're all going to be nice checks. Ace Jack definitely could get value from that. Could have a hand like King 10, Queen 10 as well. All this type of stuff that's flopped the pair with a straight draw. So it does go for 950. And I can't see how Ty calls this. Like, what do we beat? We don't really beat much from the small blind range. Like, he might even be turning like black deuces, black 4s, black 5s into a bluff here. Like, don't even beat some of the bluffs, Tower. It would be a very optimistic call here from Ty. I can't see him call this. Like, what do we beat? Ace X of diamonds, maybe? I guess Ace X of diamonds is in there. Surely this has to be binned.
Can't see the call coming in from Ty.
I can't either tell. Like I say, we lose to some
Cannot
plausible
see.
bluffs here. It's
Cannot see the call. Will he show the bluff? Can't show the bluff, he has the nut straight. Five players left in the mystery bounty. 11 PM. Great stream on the mystery bounty. It's been great coverage of the mystery. Start of the day. With over 100 players. And we lost chunks. What do we lose? No, we started with 98 and lost 50 in the first session.
Yeah, 50.
50 in the first session. Fly crash. Repair, repeat. Good evening. Hope you've had a great weekend in Cov. Good to see you and good to meet you.
How are we doing, Fly Crash? What site to look down to on the button?
Nice,
on the
isn't it? What do we do with these?
Just click it up, Tower.
Yep.
Exactly like Lawrence has done. Make it 200k.
That's exactly what he's done.
Frighten me now. You frighten me now.
17 big short stack, 36 bigs for Jack. There's a big stack.
Going to my showdown. Yeah, go.
What you're saying is, a little bit ago we went through back to the
What did you have in that hand? What did you have in that hand? That hand.
10-9 suited. Is he great? I thought he might be a bigger one.
Seven's under the gun.
You have the diamonds with it.
Makes it 225. And Jack here on the button with the ace queen. Just going to choose the call. I probably would have just shoved here as Jack Tower. Effective stack
Yep.
is of Powell, which is 25 bigs. Like, we've got these two players behind, but this ace queen's going to be such a nice spot to just rip it in as Jack here for 25 bigs effective.
King 6-9 rainbow. Makes it 175. Always calling once, isn't he? With the ace queen. Yep.
That was quick, the boxing. That was over in a flash.
They only do something like 6 or 8 rounds. It's not proper.
Oh, it's not 12 rounds,
It's not
okay.
proper unified belt boxing.
That makes sense. Eight rounds, says Mick. Cheers, Mick.
Cheers, mate. 10 of diamonds. River, after it's checked the turn. Probably check the river as well. Ace high says Jack. Sevens for Powell. Takes another pot. And them stacks are level.
I didn't realize it raised up. That's what I said.
So blinds 5100. 5 players left in the mystery. There's a 2k still to win.
Brandon here off of 15 with the King Jack. Blind on blind. Sure it's Brandon, still the short stack tower. I say short stack, 15 big, still heaps on the final table. Definitely going to be continuing. I think it's got all options available. Just going to go for the jam option.
They're in. Powell's doing nothing with the king. 5 on the big.
Fury wins.
Fury gets it, says Odd Bodkins. Good evening, Odd Bodkins.
Hijack all the limits, but I don't know anything about playing the relations.
Is that our power?
Might be playing back highlights.
So Brandon with it. Suited ace. 1.8 mil.
I think we can definitely open off this stack size tower. Maybe been thinking about a limp as well. Usually the remit. Or we might start incorporating in some limps. Just having a quick look at stack distribution at the table. Just how much everyone's playing. I expect to see an open. But maybe just thinking about the rip here for 18, but there we go. It's going to rip the suited wheel ace for 18 on the button.
He says he thinks his stack is wrong.
Oh, okay.
So we should, what we should do now is ask for an exact count.
Spot on tower. That's what hopefully our action tracker is doing.
Yeah, if he says his stack's wrong, hopefully the dealer will tell the action tracker what it is exactly.
It says I've got 1.8 there.
1.5.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
1.57.
So 15 bigs for Brandon. Did think 18 may have been a little bit extortionate. But I think Lawrence has got a call. The ace-8 here in the big tower.
So 1.57.
So 15 big shove from Brandon here, not 18.
Yeah.
And it does make a difference. Like an offer 15, we're going to have some hands that we dominate in here as Lawrence, like the one Brandon has, should be shoving. all his suited ace-X. So we'll have like the ace-deuce through ace-7 dominated. There'll be some Broadway holdings in there, some like king-jack, king-queen, this type of stuff. It is for a fair amount of Lawrence's stack though, Tower. 60% of his stack, or sorry, 50% as the shove is 1.5 million. But I'd be pretty surprised if he didn't call this one off it.
Ace-8 for Lawrence, does it call?
A7.
Does. Bold. Gets out of the way. Yeah, all good. Everything's good. Still with 5. Do you watch the boxing?
A little bit less easy, a little bit more.
Worst sport in the world. Horrendous fights as rhythms.
Horrendous fights as rhythms. Garbage, that Tower. Your treble's more exciting, says Odd Bodkins. Thank you very much. I feel good about that.
Thank you.
So if it's only, going back to the fight, because nothing happening going on in this hand. If it's only 8 hands, 8 rounds, and Jake Paul would have won, how do you get a proper ranking? Only fighting 8 rounds.
I'm not much. I don't really have too much clue about boxing, so I watch some of the bigger fights, but I'm not really clued up on the sport, to be fair, so cannot comment on that.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone in the chat will help us out.
Because if he had won it, he'd have got a proper boxing ranking. If he's only fighting 8 rounds.
We've got a wide area of expertise with our viewers,
Yes,
Tower,
we
so
have.
I'm sure someone will pop up.
Absolutely. Somebody let us know.
Look at this, how close this is, though.
Yep.
34 to 20 bigs.
Small stack 20, big stack 34. Five left in the mystery bounty.
Sixes for Brandon, raises to 200.
Sometimes when we live together, yeah.
11 hours into this live stream, but we are nearly there, guys. Just 5 remain. Ty, Brandon, Howell, Lawrence and Jack fighting it out for the title of the UK Poker Open Mystery Bounty Champion. Still a 2k bounty up for grabs as well. It's been a good day. Still think this has got a good 2-3 hours left.
Yep. It has indeed. Could end up with a 200k big blind.
Yeah, we will, Tower. Well, in 10 minutes time we're going to be in 60, 120. We'll play that level, We'll then go on a 15-minute break, and then we'll come back, play a level, then we'll be on that level. So we'll definitely reach there.
Joe Johnson, is this the same Lawrence I had 1.5 bigs? Well, it's the same Lawrence, but we've found out the stack was way wrong.
Yeah.
The stack was way wrong.
Dave!
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 And we got confirmation. We got confirmation from Lawrence himself that the stack was way wrong when he was on 1.5 big blinds at the break. So the stack was counted wrong or inputted wrong onto the action tracker.
How we doing, Matt? What is the prize pool for this one? Down below, bottom of your screen, just flicked it on for you. 21,260 up top. Prize pool split between bounty prize pool and main prize pool. So there was a 10k bounty, 2 5k bounties, 4k Vegas package.
Sanctioned fights are the discretion of the governing body. It has to be a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 12. Usually all fights are 12, but those fighters agreed to 8. So did the WBC. I've seen 10 rounders. Don't mind 10 rounders, but I just thought, how do you get a ranking if you're only doing 8? Because the difference between 8 and 10 in boxing is massive. Another 6 minutes in the ring pummels your body.
Brandon here in the big, just ripping the ace jack for 21, 22, over and open. Cool. Oh, sorry, 2 calls went limp and complete. Yeah, very good prize pool, Matt. It's going to be busy this week. We've got plenty coming up. It is the UK Poker Open. Few days yet till we get to the £1 million guaranteed main event that we're going to be covering.
Oh, you didn't see what I did with ball? I froze. I topped it. There, topped it, I did.
Yeah, so that's the schedule. We're on Sunday, the 26th of Feb. We're streaming for 10 days. This is day 3 of 10. But plenty of coverage. And obviously, if you fancy it, Matt, get yourself down. £1 million guarantee coming up next weekend. And all side events are going to be really busy as well, simply because of the main event at the end of the week, and that's why we're getting good numbers for everything thus far.
Maybe slightly less because you see a lot three specific. Someone's probably got a big card, but I'm sure it's negligible difference. I guess it's because it's 3 different cards.
King Jack for Jack in the cut-off. Raises to 200. Tie out of the way. And over to Brandon with the 7-6 off here in the small blind. He folds. No, Matt, neither of us will be playing anything. We'll be sat here in the broom cupboard doing comms.
Literally the broom cupboard. I feel like Gordon the Gopher sat here.
every day. I got in today at 12. Been an 11-hour stream so far. This is probably going to be one of our longest days, as we don't have a day free on the mystery bounty.
If you ever change your name to Jack with a Q, you can still flop your name.
And we start the stream tomorrow from 6:30. And big news came out today as well. We have a £1,500 seat into the main event that we are going to be giving away live on stream tomorrow. So make sure you're tuned in from 6:30 because you might need to be watching to have a chance of winning it.
Is it a tower thing? There might be multiple. There might be multiple. We have an 8-hour live stream. And it could be multiple, you know, you never know. We'll have a decide. We'll think about it.
Jack raises to 225.
What drew you to the cash game today? Was it purely just a line or was it spontaneous? Did it?
I would expect Lawrence to defend the 8-9 off here in the big blind. Be surprised if he didn't. Okay, I'm surprised. Let it go. 8-9 off. Look at these stacks though. Jack's just put a tiny bit of leeway between himself and the field, but so congested these 5 players. 4 big blinds separating 5th and 2nd. Just the 4 bigs difference.
I'm happy to just have it as a live tournament.
When would this end? I always look at the structure and the chips in play and make a prediction videos daily, and I'm usually an hour in either way.
Yeah.
So I said 1:30 this morning, so probably between 12:30 and 2:30, but I always just go on chips and play when there's between 60 and 80 big blinds left in play. That's usually when it finishes, so I just add the time up and make the prediction through that. So I reckon about 1:30, still looking good for that sort of time. But you don't know in poker, there could be a three-way all in, double bust out, then a caller the next hand, like anything can happen, like it could still be done by 12:30, but just all comes down to how the cards fall. Blinds are 30-minute clock now. Clock gets reduced when we go 5-handed. We're on a 30-minute clock.
Five players left. Who wins it from here? Lines up, I think. You can see the clock striking down to 0 in the background.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Everybody get majority in the rest. Everybody's getting rest. Everybody agreed on what it's saying. We don't care. Majority.
Is it going to be blind ante?
Lines up.
Full big blind ante. It doesn't cut out.
No.
So blinds up next hand to 61.20.
Ty just going to be moving in here. Should just be a send from him. Ty 3-bets instead, Tower.
3 bets to 600,000.
Yeah.
We've seen a flop here with a 7-8 of diamonds. Like it.
Now we've got to go heads up, out of position against a player that has us covered. With a hand that's going to be difficult to play if we don't flop an ace or a king, but there we go. Top pair, top kicker, and the backdoor nut flush draw. Loves to see this tight.
Yeah. I think if he checks this, Lawrence could rip.
Don't need to go big here, Tower. Like we want to go small. We can get all the chips in by the turn.
It's small. 400.
Yeah, just south of 30%. Now Lawrence. Expect him to be calling at least once.
Yep, indeed he does. This pot's brewing. 2.2 million in the middle. A break 2 of clubs on the turn. In-house is check this time. Check, check.
Oh, wow. Now this is a funky river, Tower, because it now makes it, from Lawrence's perspective, a lot less likely that Ty has a king here. Not just because he's checked turn, but now the king pairing on the river. However, what I will say, like on this particular river, once turn goes check, check, like the 9s through aces have got a comfortable value shove. Like 9s, 10s, jacks, queens, aces have now all got a really comfortable river jam. So it's not necessarily here, from Lawrence's perspective, that Ty has a king or a bluff. Ty, I believe, is good enough to go for value here with like the pairs in between an 8 and a king, or aces as well. So I wonder if Lawrence will think about that, because some players here may just convince themselves that, okay, he's either got a king or he's got nothing. And very hard for him to have a king now once the king's paired, but he will definitely have some value bets in here that aren't trips and are 2 pair.
Okay, so you stack out his Lawrence. You're leaving with 8 or 9 bigs if he calls.
He's got the chips counted out.
Yep.
And like, what bluffs is Ty going to find here, Tower? That's another question. Like, what on earth is Ty just going to rip this river with as a bluff? Complete rainbow board on the turn. Like, if he's got an ace queen, ace jack, something like that, surely he's going to check. We still beat some potential bricked out heart draws. Trying to find some bluffs that Ty might opt to go with it. Sorry, it was a heart draw on the flop, but brick deuce turn. But the thing is here, it's not a question of, okay, he's either got a king or better, or we win. I think Ty can definitely go thinner for value here in this spot. Like, I think 9 through aces definitely all be in the mix. But the longer Lawrence thinks, the more inclined he is to call this off. And if he's been getting fed information, Ty has been making moves here and there.
He makes the call. He makes the call to see the bad news, the ace king. Leaves him with 7 bigs. Well, 6 bigs now because the blinds are going up to 61.20. Yeah. English Chris. Hey Tower. When you were a little boy, did you dream of spending 14 hours a day in a box? Fair play, I'm knackered from viewing in my armchair. I don't think Mr. Barry at school said to me, when he said to me, what do you fancy doing for the rest of your life, I don't think I answered sitting in a broom cupboard talking shizzle to millions watching online. I would have thought online was even a thing when Mr. Barry asked me what I wanted to be.
Yeah, Tom says, Tom Aravara, in theory it will be the bottom offsuit ace-x from the polar 3-bet range probably as bluffs, 9-9 queens, hard to have, probably shove pre with those. I agree, Tom, but do we not shove ace-king as well? That's why I think if ace-king is in there, he might still have these 3-bets with these hands as well. Because I just expect him to 3-bet send ace-king pre for 18 big blinds against the open. I don't expect him to have a 3-bet there with ace-king. I just expect it to be in the middle. So I'm just thinking if he's got ace-king, maybe we'll have some other hands that we're supposed to 3-bet send pre-flop. But yeah, obviously make a good point. And that could have actually been in the thought process of Lawrence there as well. Like, Ty choosing to just 3-bet off of 18 out of position rather than actually just sending it into the middle. Yeah, I think it's meant to be kings, aces, ace-king suited, but 3-bet not all in. Ace-king off, definitely a shove, so maybe he has queen-queen in there too.
Darren Sherwood on Facebook says, was ink a thing when I was at school? Cheeky arse. Yes. There was some great fountain pens we did. Hi Jack. Jack Redford. Hi mate. Black on Poker Group watching again. Any chance to get a shout out when we're on an online tournament now? Black on Poker Group, and shout out Louis Bradley, who isn't very good at poker. Come on, Louis, sort it out.
Sort it out, Louis.
Sort it out, Louis.
Stop limping, Louis.
Don't limp ever. And especially online. Don't ever limp. Not ever.
No, there are situations where we can find limps, but...
Nah.
No?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
What about shoving kings for 79 big blinds
Boom.
versus an
It worked
open?
for Shuck earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He made the
yeah,
FT.
okay.
My theory was proved correct.
Yeah. Tower Theory Optimal. TTO. That's what we need to get involved. TTO.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yes, Ben, we can show you the payouts.
Scrolling. So Brandon bets out at 325. Yeah, 325. Brandon stacks out about 300,000. So Brandon behind the line has got 2.3 million. There we go. The jack for tie takes the hand. English Chris says, yeah, back when maps folded and there were monsters in the sea. There still are. There still are. I used to drive wagons for Whitbreads. I was a drayman for 10 years. Pre-phones, pre-Google Maps. When I left, I had 16 A to Z maps from towns around the country. 16. Ace Jack against threes. Is the Ace Jack a call? Are you calling, Jay?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I've just
Get
looked
me
up
in.
and I've looked at the stacks. Of course we're getting this in as Brandon.
Get me in. Ace Jack against threes. And a Jack has been folded.
That's always good. Nearly 60% now. Oh yeah, it's got a jacket. Can I put your jacket?
Off the races.
We are. Who wins it? Well, Kings are in play now.
Jacket clubs.
Oh, there we go.
Just dead it,
Just
Tower.
dead it. That'll do.
No sweats on the river.
Well played, Lawrence. Well played. Off he pops. Well done, Lawrence. Eliminated in fifth for £3,720. Well done, sir.
Yep. But down to 4. Gas said you certainly had your career mapped out, pal.
Brilliant. Oh, dear. And thanks, lads. Can we have one more shout out to Dylan Owens, who's going to be playing in Vegas tomorrow. Unreal player, our personal coach. Very nice indeed. Good luck in Vegas, Mr. Owens. Enjoy. And Tom Foy is not basic. Tom Foy will win the next tournament.
Who?
He's playing with the lads at Blackon.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah. You know Tom. He used to be basic at the game, but now he's pretty good. He's going to win tomorrow. He's going to win the next tournament. He's told me. Hi, Phil. Phil Pratt said Brendan and Ty heads up hours ago, and yet it is still on.
Shame there's not a sports book on this one.
There will be next weekend.
Yep.
For the big one.
Be some big prices as well, because there'll be a lot coming back for day 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just been told, guys, we're not actually going to go on the scheduled break because we had the unscheduled break at the start of the FT. So it's going to be this level and one more, and then we'll be going on break. So it will probably be around 25 past midnight when the next break in play occurs.
Okay. Whereabouts in the card room is the featured table? If you've been in Coventry before, you come down the escalator, you look right down at the bottom, and it's on your right hand side.
And then Kyle, of course we're still going.
Of course, Jay predicted 130. She's never wrong. Ever. Never wrong.
How are you doing, Andy? Andy Biffle. Yes, we are on a 30-minute delay. We get the pictures fed through to us on that delay, then Tower and I commentate on it live, so we have no idea what's happened out there in the field. So we can interact with you guys in the chat box at the same time. So we're seeing the pictures for the first time, just like you guys are. Most streams nowadays are all on the same 30-minute delay. Might have to change that soon if Yo Viral keeps it up with his tanking. Might have to be a 45-minute delay. Both players to the flop well on the bottom of the Queen 8 suited, opened and Ty defended the 7-4 off, complete with for Ty. Well, got a nice little candidate to continue here, gut shot, backdoor diamonds. Yeah, I'm not a fan on Shook One. I am really not a fan, to be honest with you. And the thing I don't get, like, if you're a pro or you're someone that makes money at the game, volume. You want to play more hands. So why are you taking so long in each individual hand? You want to play as many hands as possible. If you think you've got an edge, the more hands you're going to play, in theory, the more you should win. So it just doesn't make sense to me. I get that sometimes there's a lot to go through the head when you're making a decision, but in certain spots which are just like clear range checks and stuff, backs on flop, like there's no need to open EP, the flop come 5, 6, 7 versus the big blind. There's no need to take a minute to check behind. There's not. It's just a snap check. Yeah, one of my pet peeves as well. I'm not a fan of all the tanking. Like I don't mind it from recreationals if they want to take time in a spot, perfectly fine. But people that are playing this game to try and make money, what are you doing? You want to play as many hands as possible. So what are you up to? Yeah, obviously on the bubble, it's a completely different scenario when we're around 20 spots off the money. Well, depending on field size, that could change. It could be 200 spots off the money in a 10,000 man field and start tanking, but completely different scenario on the bubble because everyone's doing that nowadays. 2023. It's when post bubble or just on a normal day one. It's Jack for Jack.
Jack for Jack for Jack.
Yeah.
Look at Ty.
Yes, 3.8 mil, 3 bets to 900,000. This could be going in as well. I don't think it will, but yeah, it's Jack.
Well, there's already a dynamic set from the hand about 2 hours ago when it went open King Jack off from Jack. Ty was the chip leader at the time. He 3-bet the bottom of Ace 5 suited, and Jack just found the 4-bet send for like 20, near 30 bigs, I believe, and Ty obviously got out of the way, and I'm sure these guys are getting fed some information, so there's already a dynamic set between these two players, Tower, so I wouldn't actually be surprised if Jack did choose to rip the Ace Jack in here. We saw it earlier, cut off versus button with King Jack off. What a fold, sir. What a great fold. Especially after the hand that occurred earlier. What a fold from Jack. His reads are on point today. 4-bet ripped the King Jack off when Ty was light. And folds the Ace Jack off button versus small blind when Ty is at the top end. Oh my word. Weren't expecting that. Very nicely done. How are we doing, Ryan? Evening, guys. Nice to see you guys streaming the Mystery Bounty and Mini Main on Weds. It's also always good to see how the lower stakes tournaments are played. Glad you're enjoying the coverage, Ryan. Yeah, Scorp says, told you, Jay, Jack is a class player. Sam Phillips Poker, Jay, you generally a fan of using shot clocks in live tourneys? I think I'd prefer them than not. The thing is, Sam, I don't really play too many live tournaments these days. Very rare. I might go and play a little 220 once every 6 weeks or something that's local to me, but very rare that I'm actually playing live tournament poker other than once a year in Vegas. I would just be out there for the WSOP. That's literally the only tournaments that I usually play on a calendar year these days. But I think, just an opinion, I think I'd like them more often than not. But then again, if you're at a table that are all playing quick, then there's no need. But I don't think I've got enough experience playing with shot clocks to like give a thorough answer on that. If you want, I've probably played less than 10 tournaments with shot clocks in them in my lifetime.
You open jam there.
And there wasn't any shot clocks implemented at the WSOP last year. I don't know if that's going to change this year.
Definitely supposed to fall, but he's 10 soon. Yeah, but like slightly easier on my plan.
So the final four. Final four in the mystery bounty. Is the 2K still left? I think it is, isn't it? I think the 2K is still left. We need to find out.
I'm not actually sure, Brad, what time the main will finish. Actually, we can quickly check. Only take 2 seconds.
What mean?
Main
When it
event,
finishes?
Wednesday, finish time
To finish.
12 a.m. There we are. 11 p.m. start, finishing at 12 a.m. Oh no, that's the high roller.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the UK Open. 11 p.m. So it's 12 p.m. start, 11 p.m. finish. You said 12 p.m. start? I thought it was 11 p.m. start.
11 p.m.
Yeah. 11 a.m. I'm
No,
going
that's
mad.
Goliath.
Oh, that's Goliath. That's Goliath.
Goliath's 11
Okay.
a.m.
Ignore me, Brad. It's 12 p.m. till 11. I've had a very long day. I'm very tired. Brain not working at full capacity at the moment.
Span's fault.
It is Span's fault. I blame
Ben
Span.
Teague.
Everyone buying me beers at the bar.
Unbelievable.
Weren't even asking. At one point, I had half a star of Priman and 2 full star of Primans in front of me.
Were you a bit behind, was
Yeah,
you?
I was a bit behind.
You were giving the hint that you didn't need any more, is
Yeah.
that what you were saying? And they were still supplying you with beer. I was a good boy. I went to bed. After me 8 pints of Guinness. No, I didn't. I did. I only had one.
Double gutty on the turn. If Ty does fire here, which I expect him to, once turning decent amount of equity here on a rainbow board. Can't see Powell putting another chip in the pot.
So the blinds are 60, 120. Ty has 5.7 million chips. No, Lewis.
But we have got a big shout out for the black and Big G.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Big shout out for Big G.
Big G. Why do they call him Big G?
I don't know. Maybe his name's George and he's
Big.
big.
8'1" he is.
Yeah.
How do you have a clock called on every single street and not get a full round penalty for being annoying?
I thought you were going to say something else then.
I could have.
When you went, no. He's quite big as well, Yofaro, I think. I think he's a big streamer.
No. I really don't tank on his stream like that. Want everybody to turn it off? He'd be bored.
Jack making it 400k here, blind on blind, big chunky sizing. Time with the Jack 8 off. I think he's probably going to be letting this one go versus this particular sizing choice from Jack.
Somebody playing the EPT Paris Day 2. Somebody called Yo Viral. Had the clock called on every street, apparently on day 2. Lines up in 13 seconds, so next hand. So 50 bigs for Taiwan, 6 mil.
Joe, they're asking if they can get another break.
Double chips to anybody else.
Players are asking if they're going to get another break.
No, the break later on. I'm not going to give a break now.
End of this level. That's what Frankie said earlier. Schedule wrong at the end of this level, I think.
I'll have a look. I'm dying last one. Yeah, there will be a 10-minute break after this level.
After the next level, there will be a 10-minute break, says Joe.
Level 80.
Brandon's just tucked into the world famous pizza they do here in the casino. And they're actually quite tasty.
What do you have?
Pass.
What do you have? Crapman.
So it was all player is all in. Pass.
Player is all in.
First tee run.
You don't do the tea run more often.
I know.
Ty's all in with 5s. Brandon's got 8s. Turning around his stacks on the way.
No, it's not. You got to do that.
We don't know, Richard, what bounties are left. We know there was a 2K with 6 players left. I don't think anybody's rushed off to get one. The bounty.
Chop it up.
Yeah, chop it up. Chop it up.
Flops a 5. Brandon's all in. And he's heading to the exit door.
Well,
Or is he?
7 queen or 8.
A 7, 8 or a queen to survive, or Brandon's exiting the door.
Oh, it is an 8. Set over set. Snowman on the river
Oh,
for
my
Brandon.
days.
Actually, I think I saw a call out of turn, so the river has to be redone.
Never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Oi, oi. Oh my days. Full double for Brandon.
This thing, honestly, it's so powerful.
Is that what it is?
No, it's, I'm keeping this forever.
Just give me that.
We've seen some ill ones today, haven't we, Tower?
Yeah.
What he said is, I'm taking it back right. He's 4
You went all in before you used the new one.
I did one moment.
I estimated, and I was only 30.
That's what it turned out, that was it. I had to do that one.
I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Where does this man end?
I think he said 3,030,000. Is that about right?
Even on the block, I was surprisingly confident. I'm just running good in this one. Not ready to.
So at the end of this level, there's a 10-minute break.
80k, 160k tower.
Is that after the break, is it?
That's now.
That's now.
That's blinds just going up.
There's a fake bad deal.
After the break will be the 100k, 200k level, which we don't see very often.
Very, very rare. Apart from Goliath.
Yep.
Very rare.
Chips still got. Imagine else with your beats would have been out longer. Maybe.
See, let's get to the million big blind level at Goliath.
Sorry, how much do you roughly have? Like 3.2, something like that. Not as good. Shit those.
So Brandon was all in for 3,030,000, so he stacks out about 400k. And Ty losing the big one, but flopped a set of fives as well. $21,260, $14,800, $8,960, and $5,740 to play for.
And some bounties. Nearly half the chips in play. Oh, Brandon. Oh, this is Jack 9.
Joinson says, can they make a deal? Yes, they can, whenever they want to, if they want to. But I don't think there'll be any deals done, to be fair. But you never know.
Momentum jump.
That's what I'm saying. It's some crazy hammer, isn't it?
Jack Thomas, Queen 10.
Easy open frost tower. It depends how you lot. I said half one was my prediction, but it can go an hour either side. I think it's be finishing between 12:30 and 2:30 AM, but you never really know with what can happen. People can keep doubling up. Can just be raise and takes happening, passing around the blinds. But always just go with chips in play. And when we get to 60 to 80 big blinds, that's usually the level that the tournament finishes.
Alright, Smiter, all chip counts are underneath each player. 6 mil to Brandon, 2.5 mil to Jack in the hand at the moment.
It looks like Brandon going to use this offsuit ace-x as a free bet bluff.
75,000.
Nick's at 875.
So Jack Thomas gets out of the way. Brandon Shields scoots in more, up to 6.8 mil. Brandon has half the chips in play. Next on the circuit for the team will be Blackpool after the next 7 days. Blackpool GUKPT 16th till the 26th of March. In between, there's London, Leicester, Edinburgh, Leeds and Cardiff. After Blackpool, there's Manchester, Birmingham, Glasgow, Reading and Stockton for 25-25s. And then Coventry have got a 25-50. Liverpool, Portsmouth, Dundee and Sheffield have got events on. Then we're in Edinburgh for the GUKPT. And then the Vic, Coventry, Burnley Road, Glasgow, Newcastle for 25-25 and 25-50s. And then Luton for the GUKPT. And then there's a break to watch this guy. Oh, give me a J. What you got?
Jay.
There you go. I'll be there with my pom-poms on the rail. Don't worry about that. No, apologies. Apologies to James Hill. Need to just flick that back. Cardiff, unfortunately, is not on. It's not been taken off. I need to get PK to do that. We'll do that tomorrow. PK's out in the field. Cardiff, unfortunately, off.
Raise 320,000. Pass. I get 5k please.
So the payouts 21.2, 14.8, 8.9, 6 and 5,740 to play for.
There must be 7. Unless someone else hasn't cashed out yet.
Pass. Pass.
How we doing, Chris Knightley? Evening to you.
Evening.
20 left in the Satty. Squeaky bum time, says Brad. He's sitting 15 to 20 with 14 seats.
Oi, oi. Come on. Come on.
I'm a subscriber. You want to get on your phone and subscribe to YouTube, they'll give you a couple more. Say again? You subscribe to YouTube.
If I've got an indifferent hand, I'll choose passivity.
Raise 320,000 total. Pass.
Why is Cardiff not on the 25-25 list? Unfortunately, they're not doing poker at this moment in time in Cardiff. So the deep stack was announced before the new year, and then Cardiff cancelled poker.
So Brandon opens the 7-8 of clubs, tie, defence, king 9 off, and the big blind.
All right.
Bet's 200 pounds.
Interesting one, this one, Tower. Could see a big pot here because we got top pair versus flush draw, and it's on the board as the opener of Brandon. One I could see him barreling on, but we're going to be barreling for value now. Won't be a bluff anymore. Ty does have the 9 of clubs in here as well. And going to be a real tough one to get away from here, Ty. With four-handed, Brandon's got the chip lead. He's supposed to be applying pressure, supposed to be aggressive. And we've got top pair with a club blocker. Firing again on the turn. And I still think Ty has to call here. Can't see him folding just yet.
I can't see what kind of crazy river it would get, unless it's just the club.
Offsuit 9.
Yeah, offsuit 9 for 2 pair.
Yeah, or a king.
Offsuit 9 for 2 pair would be absolutely spot on.
Yeah, Ty folds here, Tower. It'd be some fold, but I don't think I'd be getting away from this one, because especially against Brandon, who more than capable of running a bluff.
He makes the call. Leaves himself 1.5 behind the line.
Yeah, and I'm guessing we're calling on brick rivers, Tower, and that is one of them. So here we go. Just going to be a all in from Brandon. Easy decision for him, and then over to Ty with the tough decision. Like, and the thing is, four-handed ranges are supposed to be a lot wider, so Brandon's under the gun effective cutoff will have a lot more club combinations in here than what we would have at a full ring game. So that will have to go through Ty's mind. Like, Brandon will have a lot more flushes here than in a usual scenario. Could also be going for value with better King X, King Jack, King 10 with a club would be a nice little value shove. Obviously Ace King going to be in there, and then he'll have some
all in.
Like, and even the King Deuce and King 5 suited are definitely going to be in the range, although we have the King of Diamonds blocking a few of those. But this is a real tough one for Ty. Really tough spot. We've called turn. We're just hoping for the check back from Brandon, but now going to be in the blender for some time. I don't think this is going to be a quick decision, Tower. And I guess a lot of Brandon's bluffs revolve around a bare club hand, like the ace of clubs, jack of clubs, like these type of stuff, blocking both the wheel and the nut flush draw with the ace of clubs. Like a jack 10 with a club in it, I think would be a nice little bluff candidate for Brandon. Obviously any offsuit ace X he's opened, which contains the ace of clubs blocking the nuts. So tough one here for Ty, when Brandon can plausibly have plenty of bluffs but also plenty of value, and these are the really difficult river spots, especially against good opponents, Tower, who will have the bluffs and will have the value. I thought it was going in as well. I thought it was going in as well.
Does he call, ladies and gentlemen? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Go, go, go.
I guess it's a nice catcher. Here we got the 9 of clubs in here. Removal to some flushes. Removal to some 2-pair with the king of diamonds. And there we go.
Oh,
he does
he makes
make
the call.
and he sees the bad news up against the 7-8 of clubs.
Ah.
And we lose Tai Huang.
And that gives us a huge chip leader.
Yes, it does.
In Brandon Shields with 10 million. Don Jones watches one of his good buddies, Tai Huang, departing 4th.
Good old Don.
Good old Don.
Loves Don Jones. Always the old
deer stalker.
Deer stalker rat, yeah.
Well done, Don.
Sorry?
Doing his fabulous Sherlock Holmes impression. Always wears the deer stalker.
Dead small blind this hand.
Still on. Well, we're now down to 3. Brandon, 10 million chips. It's Brandon's title in the making, is it?
Yeah.
Can he do it? Can he finish it off?
Strategy with this stack distribution now. Brandon's just going to be playing a lot of open shoves, mixing in some suited wheel aces, all pocket pairs, Broadway holdings. Shouldn't really have any opens now with the effective stack size at the table. Just going to be playing a lot of shoves, Brandon. 15 bigs and 7 bigs effective.
Jack Thomas in seat number 9. Sounds very local. From the Birmingham area. Brandon Shields. Also that area as well. And Paul. 7 or 800. 7 bigs max.
Just going to be a shove for Brandon here, Tower. 9-7 off. Expect. There we go.
Yeah. Raises enough to put both players all in. Whoa, Powell says, look at that with the Jack 8.
He goes, I'm not having it.
Yeah.
I know you've got a shove
and he's in front.
Very wide here, so I'm just going to put it in with the Jack 8 and pull out. It's 60% favourite to find the double. Well. So Brandon jumps out into the
something
lead.
for everybody there.
Pull out
a 9
or a Jack.
Or a Jack. A 9 or a Jack needed to survive.
And it's not, it's the 8. He pairs his 8, but it makes Brandon a straight. And we're down to heads up, guys, just like that. I believe the guys are going to have a break, a little break. We'll get the we'll get the break clip on, and what we will do.
I'm gonna stay here.
You're gonna stay here.
You're gonna have 2 minutes. I don't think they have a break.
Okay.
Because they're only 6 minutes away from the 15-minute break of real time.
Okay.
So I think they literally move his stack to 7.
Yep.
And carry on, and then if we're still playing. When we're heads up in 6 minutes' time, I'm pretty sure there's a 10-minute break then. So that's how it's going.
Okay.
We are carrying straight on.
Is that right? You were on the button just now, yeah? No, it should be my button.
Yeah, but then that makes you small blind again twice in a row.
Yeah, but it was my button next time. I think it should be mine. But I mean,
It was, yeah,
Because it-
last time, yeah, we're going to do a two.
it was
Small
on it.
blind, big blind. So now, and
So
then
I
obviously
paid my
big
blinds.
blind got eliminated. So where does the button go now? Where's small blind, yeah?
Yeah, 130.
One last time.
That's what Jay said. 130.
Ah. I mean, I can't complain. Everything. Yeah.
He's very rarely wrong. Very rarely wrong.
I'll give you a button just for you.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm just going to get a quick county of stacks.
What is that? So, 12-17. We start. Heads up.
Yeah.
Probably take this too, right?
Anti anymore. No anti anymore.
Oh, big one.
Anti anymore. Blind. Yeah, just 160.
Good luck.
I don't think you need it, I'll say it.
So off we go. Heads up. In 6 minutes there's a break, an official break. So they're playing straight on. If it finishes before the 6 minutes, obviously that'll be in the end of it. If not, in 6 minutes' time there's a break.
Dearlock always washes the deck, Johnny. So they get all the cards together, they'll do the wash, then they'll do the riffle, and then they'll do the Sean Hayden. I don't know what that bit's called. And then it's cut and deal, I think, or another riffle, then cut and deal. But cards are always washed before every hand.
Find it's there and hold. Or I just win so much money for the decisions.
Called a strip, Jay. Thank you, Rich. I call it the Sean Hayden because that's what he's always doing when he's doing card tricks. The old bit, not the riffle, you know, the bit when I go.
Oh yeah. How many bounces has Brandon won so far? I don't actually know. We'll certainly get to find out. We'll have a chat with the two guys at the end. Jack Thomas. Jack Thomas and Brandon Shields.
Yeah, Jack getting the shove through. But the thing is, guys, if Jack doubles and he's up to 5 mil,
Yeah.
and what would be still 25 bigs when we come back after the break, there's still a lot of play in this one. But obviously, if they get it in now and Brandon wins, it could be over in 10 minutes. But there's still, it could be another hour. It just depends how it goes. This heads up. If Jack doubles, it's going to last longer, obviously.
Yeah, Brandon's got 3 in front of him right there. You don't know how many he's pulled and cashed in so far. He might have got a few in his pocket. What you do is when you cash it, you get a receipt. And you take the receipt to the cash desk and get cash.
21,260.
Triangle with an ace. I think that'll be it for Jack. Any high card, any king, any ace, any queen. Might just rip it in.
I think suited queen or 15. Yes. Like heads up, we'll see still some opens off of 15 bigs as well. You can have it how you want, you can have it cash,
Pound
you can have
coins
it
if
bank
you want.
transfer,
Yeah.
you can have it on deposit and the Grosvenor.
Most people put it straight onto the card, direct debit card into the debit card, what they normally buy into tournaments with.
You can have it in Star of Brahman if you want.
Oh yes. Can I please have 4,000?
So ace-8 here.
Last hand of the session by the looks of this, 48 seconds to go. It's only a 10-minute break.
Bowie effect pops up as soon as the Star of Prime is mentioned. He's like the opposite of Ben, but Ben's with Guinness. As soon as the Guinness is mentioned, as Ben Teague, the Star of Prime is mentioned, and Andy Wilson is suddenly in the house. I remember Andy doing some commentary with us at the Goliath, and he ended up in the comms booth about 6 or 7 Star of Primans deep. And still spoke more sense than probably anyone else in the poker world.
He did indeed. Great talking to Andy in Manchester. Really nice. He says me and his mum have got similarities the way we speak about the olden times.
So 5 seconds left on the clock, guys. Just seeing that. So this will definitely be the last hand. Players are on break after this one.
Might just leave the pictures on and not put a break clip on at the moment.
Yeah,
keep you there.
I think that would be fine.
And then we'll be back. We are going to have 10 minutes.
So Jack's all in
with the Queen 10,
and Brandon gets out of the way. So 15-minute break for us, guys. We'll leave the pictures on, but
it's 10 or 15.
But we'll come back 1:30.
Okay, you want a break, guys?
No?
That's it, you're on a break?
Yeah, you're on a break. How long was the break, PK?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10
okay,
minutes
so
break.
We'll be back just after 1:30, guys.
Heads
we'll
up.
Leave the pictures on for you.
We'll leave the table running. Heads up. It's only 10 minutes. 10-minute break. Can you put anything on there?
I count 2.69, yeah? 2.5, 2.6. Yeah. Yeah, probably should. Yeah. Thank you. 2 mil, right? 2, so that's 6 mil. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.760, yeah.
Guess I'll save these. It's more exciting.
Yeah, we've done the count.
Don't do the last. Don't do one suit.
Sorry?
Don't sort one suit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 125. Just go there. 125. Yep.
still got them?
Yeah.
How many envelopes in there?
7 last time we checked it. It'll be less now.
Bring it over here.
That is done. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There should be 1 chip anyway, so. Take more of these off. 1, 6, 7. 1.2. 2.5.
He's still got 4 here.
Yeah.
So when he wins it, he can draw them on the screen. Yeah. Hey.
He hasn't got any, has he? So if he wins, he just gets everything that's left in there.
So 2, 2.5.
Yeah. He's right, yeah. He's got like 2.7, I think. You got 2.7 there. Yes. Yeah, we just raced off the 5k chips. What's up?
It's 100, 200. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And we are back, guys. Heads up action between Brandon Shields
You started already?
and Jack Thomas. Well, we got 45 seconds
I
apparently.
didn't think I'd mistimed the break, you know. I didn't think I'd mistimed the break.
I think PK mistimed it.
Ah,
Still 30 seconds left.
here
apparently.
we go.
Back and ready, guys. Till a finish now. Hopefully, it'll be done in this 2 hours. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't, but you never know with poker. And Brandon with a massive chip lead.
Yeah. So, heads up, first hand has resumed. Amazing. Well, great effort by everybody. And I've really enjoyed doing the mystery bounty. It's been super. It's so good to get different games on and different prizes and different amounts to play in. The ladies was the £100 buy-in, and there were only 3,000 to the winner, but it's the prestige of it all. Loved it.
I'll go get PK quick to get rid of that. Heads
Oh
up.
yeah. Best of luck, Tamworth. That's where Jack is from, just down the road.
Sorry.
No worries.
There, gone.
Brilliant. Gone. Gone. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So what heads up? How long does it last? Do we get a double and get right back in it? Do we get right back in it? If it does double, obviously 25 bigs is more manageable.
Excuse me.
The great Leo. Good evening.
Tough one for Brandon here. With a 5.
If there is a 7 deuce game on, is it? Makes a call.
Oh, it's raised.
Oh, he has. Oh, he has the black with the 100k chips.
Is he going after 4x or some 5-6, 5-3? This type of stuff.
650.
Knows that ace 5's going to shove pre, so not worried about that. So actually going for thin value here with the 10-5. And Jack with the triangle in his hand, and expect it to be going in the middle.
The all-in triangle is there. Do we have a believer or a non-believer?
Well, basically repping a deuce or better now, as Jack, obviously, pre-flop, he's going to be uncapped with all the deuce X. He'll have every single one of them checking his option in the big blind. So Brandon will be aware of that. He's also going to have some 6-3 here tower. I think ace 3 probably likely to shove over a complete. So let's rule that out of there. So I think it's just always going to be a deuce and 6-3 here, as the value hands for Jack. 5s, 4s going to be shoving pre.
2.3.
But then we've got to ask ourselves the question here, Tower. Is Jack ever going to like find a 3-bet rip here as a bluff? Like, not many people are capable of finding it. And that's the question we've got to ask ourselves. Do we think this player is capable of finding a bluff here? Would he ever do this with like a 4 tower, like potentially turning a 4 into a bluff? And that's what's going through Brandon's head, like a 4-3, 4-6. These are going to be the nice 3-bet river bluff candidates, blocking the boats as well as blocking the straights. So that's why Brandon hasn't insta-folded here, facing this 3-bet river jam with just a 5. I think he'd fold this one, Tower. I can't see Brandon calling this
No.
off because I think Brandon will fancy himself. Heads up. And if we double jack up here, he's going to be up to 6 million. We're going to be sitting with 7.4. So things are level again. And I think Brandon will probably pick a better spot to call off. And these spots are just so infrequently bluffed. Like, who's going to find a 3-bet river jam here with like a 4-3, 4-6 blocking the 4 in the river and then getting raised and then going, all right, and putting you to the test? It's unlikely.
He really wants to hear all he's smiling and saying, he says, are you really a sicko? And got the 7 deuce.
But the thing is, Tower, like, I think we need to choose our bluffs selectively here, and I think they're all going to revolve around the 4x blocking the straights as well. So if the bluffs are just going to be the 4-3 and the 4-6, there's actually not too many combos of that. However, the value has plenty of combos in there. As we've checked the option in the big blind, we've got all the deuce X here. Literally all the deuce X and countless combos of deuces. Deuce 4, deuce 5's a boat. Ace deuce we're probably going to rip pre, so maybe not ace deuce in there, but all the other deuce X are in here for us as jack for value, and then maybe just the 4-6, 4-3 is where we're going to build our bluffs around, blocking boats and straight possibilities.
And you might leave the time limit too as well, right?
He's just gone through every possibility what Jack can have. Every single one.
What was he saying?
He says you're either bluffing, he said you've either got ace 3. He says you ain't got ace 3 because you'd have gone in all in pre.
Yep, correct.
He says I think you lead the flop if you've hit. He says I don't think you've got a 4. He says is a 2 a possibility? You could have a 2. He says or I beat a bluff. He's talked through every possibility.
I still think he folds. It's just,
Yeah.
if we call and we're wrong, which I think we're going to be more often than not in this spot, we're then basically level pegging. And he does make the fold, doesn't hero it off, and
Show me, he says.
Jack
Can't.
not going to be able to show him.
Oh.
You linked in there, remember? So I've got all the 2s. Every last one.
We've got a little rail building as well, Tower.
Aye.
I see Val there from the ladies' final table.
9th. I wasn't on the ladies' final table. Not me. Joe, running the tournament. Andy's waiting to press the button. Turns up for the important bit. One job. Did an interview with the Ender Mob about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Sat upstairs, got it all scripted out. Got it all done. He got his headphones in. It was absolutely amazing. We had a laugh. We had a joke. We did about 15 minutes. It was a fantastic interview. He went, you have to do it again. Forgot to press the button. True story.
God. I bet they were chuffed.
Oh, the deflation was like, really? Oh dear. One job. Brandon's got 4 bounties in front of him. Don't know if he's cashed any in yet. I'm not sure. But he's got 4 bounties in front of him, and there's 2 left, obviously. There's 2 left, and whoever wins it keeps their own bounty. So.
Jack 10. Makes the call. A bit deeper now between these two. Room for some opens. Not just going to be shoving. Jack going to check his option with the king 3 from the big blind.
Jack high flop, Jack 10-3.
Yeah, so a bit of action. Brandon with top 2, massive hand, heads up.
Massive.
Jack got a piece, so going to have to be calling at least once. Backdoor straight draw as well. Just how wide ranges are supposed to be in heads up poker. A pair, a lot of the time, it's going to be the best hand. Now turning Broadway draw to go with his bottom pair, Jack. Now Brandon has to go for value here on the turn. Once checking back flop, can definitely get behind the check on the flop, but once this ace rolls off on the turn, going to have to be starting to try and extract some value from our opponent. And goes for 450. Big bet from Brandon here, 110%, just north of tower, 450 into 400. Big sizing choice from him. Jack with a pair, can't go anywhere. Can also find a lady on the river. It is the 8 of diamonds. Now, just a question of what size we want to choose here as Brandon. What does Jack's range look like from our perspective? Don't think he's ever going to have an ace here too often. See some Queen 9, 9, 7 stuff completing, but still plenty out there to get value from. 10x. Some Jack X of his own. Jack could definitely check the flop with top pair and then check again once this overcard rolls off.
All in announced.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the lot.
No, we don't call, I don't think.
Not with this tower, not against this size.
Yeah. Not against that size.
It's a production thing, you don't worry about it.
I don't think Jack calls at all.
Yeah, it's a huge jam from Brandon, massive 300% tower. Trying to end this here and now.
Yeah.
I just can't see Jack calling. I think we can find a much better spot.
There we go, there's the fold.
Really wanted to carry on that as well. And the boots. And the face mark.
Jack Thomas on the right, Brandon Shields on the left. Both pretty local to Coventry. £21,260 and 14,800. They are playing for no deals done at all. Brandon's got 4 bounties in front of him. There's 2 left in the box. And whoever gets the winning hand gets the 2 bounties.
That's what you had just. Oh, but I meant from the... Huh?
He's just conned me into that one.
No, I meant if you showed me the hand when I tank folded, when you 3-bet down the river.
That was a good fold.
I haven't had it. Too bad. Thank you.
So Jack on the right hand side, Brandon on the left. Jack, Queen Jack. They're in. They are in. Brandon shouted, aces, 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 give me aces, please. King 8 of hearts.
This is a close
This could
one.
be a call.
This is a close one, pal.
What do we do in this situation, chat?
16 big shove here from Jack. Are going to be hands that we're ahead of here as Brandon.
What do we do in this situation, chat? We have a very nice looking King 8 of hearts. This, if it's a call, could be the final hand.
Yeah, this is a toughie, Tower. I actually don't know. I think this is very, very close. There's King 8 of Hearts here for Brandon.
Scotty says call.
I'm gonna wait and see what you're up to.
Does
Nick
let
Saw
it
says
go.
call. He's let it go.
Jack
He's let the King 8 go.
gets it through.
20 minutes, start jamming water. I'm holding that.
Mark Piddington says fold and was correct. Was correct.
Big shout out as well to Mr. Bondi watching in Thailand.
No way! Thailand?
Mr. Bondi
Oi, oi, Mr. Bondi.
tune into the stream.
Beautiful. Good morning. Are they 5 hours in front?
I've known her in front. I think it's about 5 hours. This is about 5 hours.
Nearly 6 in the
He,
morning.
he is an early riser, Mr. Bondi, or Sir Bondi as he's known in most parts.
Nearly 6 a.m. Be off for a jog on the beach for sure, obviously.
He's
Bit of Pilates.
playing golf every day, you know.
Yeah, delightful.
living the life.
Delightful.
Complete from Brandon. Jack shoves it in with the ace deuce. Brandon out of the way.
Delightful. It's supposed to be amazing, the golf in Thailand.
Got parts of the white jams. Seeing how long I've just set a timer for 20 minutes, so I need to get as many in as I can before you come get to that.
I'd like to know what an authentic pad thai tastes like.
I bet it's on a weird time now, actually, isn't it?
Really would.
You'll be able to sleep.
Good evening, Michelle, watching on YouTube. Good evening, Michelle, watching the boy.
Walk for Brandon.
If the Yankees were in play, I definitely would have put them in that spot we were. What did I have? 40% of the roll last 2 minutes off. I think I was ahead. Prettier than Jack 10 to it. Better than that, but of course,
Beautiful scran over there, Tower. I highly recommend a visit. I got invited over by Neil Heffs. The Hef. Neil Rain. Might have to take him up on it. I can just imagine the scrum. Good evening, Michelle. Watching a good heads-up battle. And your lad on the left-hand side. Close to within touching distance of that trophy.
And Mr. Bondi confirming that the food over there is
Pucker.
pucker.
Like it. I can just imagine. Oh, Logs has just joined us after bubbling the tournament in Dundee.
Bottom pair here for Brandon, top pair for Jack.
Brandon, if this is a queen on the turn, this could be it. Oh, it is! Oh, my days!
Where have you called that from? Oh, it's gone check, check.
Ah, okay.
8 of clubs on the river. So,
Two pair.
unlikely to be at Tower, but Brandon will be getting paid with the Queen 7 here. That's for sure. Jack cannot be folding this one. If he does, it would be some fold, but no getting away from this, unfortunately. It's probably going to be... Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Well, maybe...
Here we go. I are flicking the triangle in, and a snap call on its way.
It won't be the triangle Tower, it's going to be bet from Jack.
And a raise coming in.
And then I think Brandon will go for the lot here now.
Makes it
with
7.
Queen 7. Well, he's gone big. 7 into 8. You'll remember it was limp pre Jack called the 100k, so I don't think Ace Jack's going to be a thing here. We're not really worried about King Queen, Queen 10, King 10. These better 2-pair combos. Like, so from that perspective, Tower, this Queen 7, I think our only worry is going to be the 9-6 and the Jack 9. So I just think Brandon's going to go for it here versus some King X. Could even be some 10-7, 7-8 in there that we can get called by. Just whether he wants to go for the lot or whether he's going to choose.
Just a call.
He's just going to call.
Just a call.
He is just going to call.
To see the king and 2-pair for Brandon. Queen 7.
Yeah, and Jack might not have called it off anyway if Brandon did elect to move in. But was definitely thinking about jamming, or at least raising. Maybe the size and choice 90% on the river from Jack. Sort of deterred Brandon from going for the lot. Yeah. 2-pair heads up, massive hand, especially on a board where there's no 4-liners out there to a straight.
Yeah, it's alright.
Tower, you're blessed with age. Always look the same. Keep up the good work. Cheers, Spicy. God bless. Is that my sister?
Sounds like he owes you money.
Cheers, Spicy. It has been a great stream yet again. Who won the big bounty? Ron Musson from Blackpool. Pulled a 5k out, pulled a 1k out, and then pulled a 10k out. Yeah, just basically kept it all to himself.
Yep.
The lot. I'm having the lot.
Basically like you with the celebrations and bounties at Christmas. No one else gets any.
Absolutely. The bounties are the best ones.
Horrible.
You get stuck in your teeth for that long, you're eating them all day long. Oh, it's great.
Jeez.
Here, I'll save that bit for tea. 84 for Jack.
Yeah, probably just
Bin him.
Complete here. No, we're suited Tower. Can definitely complete this one. But now, we have to bin them.
5s.
$13 hours into the stream, guys, coming up to. Knew it was going to be a long day, to be honest with you. I think
everybody's really tired. Music's been great, hasn't it? Right, good. Come on, Jay.
Too late for that for me, Tower.
How many hours? 13. Yeah. Let's do another 10. Come on.
Can we apply for a GUKPT Paris, as you're only allowed to work 12 hours legally over there?
Yeah, I've seen that in the news.
Can we apply for one GUKPT Paris?
I've seen that. Well, what we ought to do is anything after 12, just triple the bill. That's all we need to do. That's all we need to do.
So Brandon with the Ace Jack kit.
Makes it 400.
And over to Jack with a 7.
Oh.
Yep, and this is just
in call.
And a call.
Yeah.
Ace Jack.
There we go. In and a call.
So here we go. Is this going to be it?
Yeah. Ace Jack for Brandon. The trophy could be on its way.
Oh,
Get yourself space. Get yourself space into the mix. Oh, move the trophy. Move the mantelpiece.
That's it. We have a winner. Tower needs to get out of it.
What? Oh, come off.
Tower's off. That's it, guys. Mystery bounty at the UK Poker Open goes to Brandon Shields. Great effort from Jack Thomas. Played phenomenally on the FT. Weren't afraid to put it in. Was applying pressure, but eventually Brandon was just too much. And I think played the final table exceptionally. Been a really good tournament. We come back with 98 today. And we're going to be shortly heading over to Tower with the interviews and the trophy presentation. Just getting everything set and ready. But we're going to be back tomorrow as well, guys. We have the cash game stream.
Congratulations.
Condolences.
How was it, young man?
Yeah, it was good. Good fun all day. Ran well. We had spells, but yeah, couldn't get it done. I've done well to get here. So.
Was you the short strike coming into the final?
Yes, came in $500,000. So yeah, I was 9th of 9. So like I say, I've done well to even get heads up.
Yeah.
Anything else would have been a bonus.
Yeah. Bounties along the way.
Yeah, about 4.5k, 5k. So we've done well. Yeah, it's been good fun all day.
Brilliant. Do we stay for the rest of the week and play the millions?
I'm in for. I've got a seat for the mini.
Yeah.
Satellited into this with the double satellite.
Oh, brilliant!
So, yeah,
That's
I've got
one
a seat
of the best
for this,
satellites there is, isn't it?
seat for the mini, and I'm sure I'll see what I can look at the rest of the week now. Yeah. Now we've got a boosted bankroll.
This is the first time we've held the millions in Coventry. You sound localish.
Ish, yeah. Tamworth, just down the road. So
Yeah.
I'm here every Goliath, you know, for it's my local casino. So I'm normally here.
Fantastic, Jack. Second. And 4 bounties.
That's it, yeah.
Very good. Well,
Thank you very much.
congratulations and well done.
Cheers.
Well done, well done, well done. Bristol Brandon Shields is going to come and have a quick chat. And as he's just said off camera, it's been a while, sir.
It has been a while.
It has been a while. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've known the Shields family for years. And you're one of probably the nicest family in
wow.
poker. Your mum, your dad, your brother, yourself, you all play, and you all play pretty well. And now you've got every single chip in a tournament.
Yeah, that's
How's
definitely
it
been a while. Oh, it feels amazing, honestly. How long's it's been? Over 3 years, I think, since I won a live tournament, and I've played a lot. I've really played a lot.
Yeah.
So even like making a top 3, it's been so long. So yeah, it feels amazing. I ran absolutely golden. It was made easy for me. I didn't have to do that much, which is always nice. So yeah, I think everyone else played really well as well.
Yeah.
It was
tough final table, to be fair.
Yeah, especially like heads up.
Yeah, you got tie in C1. You know a lot about tie as well. You must have
we've been playing for years.
thousands of
Yeah,
hands.
since like 2013, me and Ty have been battling, so that was fun. Nice to get the better of him as well. When I had the good hand, he had the hand he had to call it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No,
So-
it was great to watch. It really was, and it's good for us to have on a live stream a mystery bounty. It's a smaller comp normally than a normal 1K or a 1500 that's coming up obviously over the week. So to get different play, we've now got 4 tokens. Are you going to do the honours for us?
I think I get 2 more because I get the 2 for heads up as well.
That's 6.
Yeah.
That's 6. We're going to get the trophy. Are we get the trophy first or are we doing the tickets first? We'll get the trophy first. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause please for the winner of the mystery bounty, Mr. Brandon Shields. Absolutely brilliant. Take that home, put it on the mantelpiece.
It's heavy.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Nice.
And for the honours, just for the fans, can we please open the tickets?
Yes.
Come on, then.
Right now?
Let's whip it round. We'll have a whip round. We'll do the tickets. Where are the tickets? Pull them all out, Brandon. Pull them all out. You've got all the tickets in that box. Must be yours.
All of them.
All of those. If we stick it on the table, come on. We'll come back round. We'll do it. We'll do it properly. We'll do it properly. There we go. I'm opening the box because I never get a chance. They're all yours.
It's going to take me ages.
They're all yours. We don't mind.
Sure?
Because we always want
I'll be rapid.
what we want to do. What we want to do is we want to open them on the stream, and nobody ever does. So
It's the first time.
this is the first time. This is the only one. This is the only one I'll ever open ever,
I bet you
ever.
I bet you get the biggest one.
I don't know what the biggest one is actually. Oh,
You got the smallest
we
one.
got the smallest one of a tour. There's the 200. Come on, kidder.
Yeah, it's going to take a while with my hand.
Oh, there's a monkey. I like this. This is a great idea. This is a great idea. Anything I pull out goes behind the bar.
It's like Christmas.
Oh, pity the 10k is not in. That Ron must another 500, so that's 1200 in total. I'm not very good at opening birthday cards, I'll tell you.
Yeah, there's an act to
Hope
it.
you didn't want that. Here we go. Hey, a UK Open seat, sir.
Sweet. I'll be playing that.
There's the go. There's the end of it. You got a seat into the Open. Fantastic, brilliant stuff.
I'll be playing it a few times.
And I'll let you do the last one.
Well, there's 2.
There's 2. Go on, there's 2. We'll do it. What we got? It's like Christmas. Come on, kid. It's like Christmas.
I'm stuck.
I'm not. Go on. Go on. Go on.
Alright.
Oh, £2,000 and 500. That's amazing. So we've got a 1,500 seats, £3,700 extra. Plus plus the first prize of £21,000. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
You're a superstar. You really are.
Thank you.
Honestly, and it's been so nice for you to do it. And I'm so glad you've done it. And now you're in form for the big one.
Yes. I'm due, right? Now, I'm on the heater now.
Absolutely.
So
Brandon
we'll see.
Shields, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And that is that, guys. We are done for the day. Great tournament, great turnout. Well done to Brandon Shields, the eventual winner. It was a really fun final table, actually. There was a lot of action, some cruel turns and rivers in run-outs as well. I see someone asking in the chat, how does Tower do it? On a half-hour delay, how does he get there for the interviews? Well, he's just magic. He's just magic and he's back. Just like that.
Well, I opened chunks.
I know, I saw. Is he actually going behind the bar?
Not a chance. Oh, so nice of Brandon, and I mean it. So nice of Brandon and to Michelle and to Matt and obviously Ginge is in America or Thailand or whatever he is now, and earning the millions. What a great family. Absolutely fantastic. Much love to them all. We've seen them for years and years and years, and now he's got a new ending mod picture because he needs a new one because he's got a little bit less hair than he had before.
Tomorrow, guys, Monday,
what's happening tomorrow?
we have a cash game at 6:30 kicking off. So we are going to be streaming from 6:30 till 2 a.m. tomorrow, and we've also got.
What time do you get up in the morning? Afternoon. We're starting at 6.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow I'm actually going home tonight, so I'm probably going to have to get up about.
I was expecting a 4 o'clock alarm.
That's probably what it will be from home. It would have been 5 o'clock if I was still there, to be fair. So I'm losing an hour's sleep. I'm losing an hour's sleep tonight. But that's basically it from us, guys.
Brilliant.
It's been a very long day, but it was great watch, worth it, good entertainment, very fun final table, and we are done for the day.
Yeah, and we are back tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. for the cash. But the big news of the cash is there is a £1,500 main event poker open seat to somebody watching the live stream, wherever you may be. You'll need to be able to play in Coventry either Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. We will be giving it away sometime during the day. You'll have to listen and we'll think of something to give away to one of you guys. Thanks to Jim McShane yet again for giving us more money to give away. And thanks to everybody watching the stream of the Mystery Bounty. It's been an absolute cracker. And well done to Mr. Brandon Shields, one of the nicest guys in the game, and it was an absolute pleasure to talk to him yet again. From Jay,
cheers, guys,
and myself and the rest of the team. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. for cash and the giveaway of a seat to the Open.
See you tomorrow.
Ta-ta.
What was the final half? Was it ace of spades and jack of clubs?
I can't remember which it is. Ace jack off suit.
I don't know, kind of.
All the same, yeah.
Well, you look at the bunch of the cards and excuse me, get it wrong.
The dealer's been I won a tournament with 5-4 suited before, and when I got to the picture, they put 5-4 off there, and I was like, no. But I just sort of
Definitely no change it.
give me like 7 days. Like, can I have 3 cards?
Do you want 2 cards?
No. Yeah, this thing, that's the most important.
You get okay.
No, I got it. I actually don't know the woman's name, but on day 1, she just gave it to me. Said she got it from the ladies' event, and I was like, she said, if it's good luck, you'll have to